Hi, Kathy here from Kathy's Cute Creations. Today I'm going to show you how we started What's in the Box mystery from the Gourmet Quilter. So let me show you on the design wall over here. This project has little labels, as you can see, and what she had us doing is every Monday and Thursday of the week we got an email, and it was how to make some of this stuff. I don't remember which order it was. It was a 4-week, I believe, project. So all these strips were made first. Of course, we cut out a whole bunch of fabric and then made the strips. We labeled them. They told how much is in each, or how many is in each strip. I have the leftovers here on the table. I bagged them all up. All these little bitty pieces I bagged up. Okay, now I can tell you that this part right here, I'm trying to see which one it is. It was, well, I've already forgotten what it was, but something, this color here is not the color that I had chosen. I actually had chose a blue, but the problem was that it got cut incorrectly at the fabric store. I must have picked up a bolt that was like 36 inches, 35 by 36, and I think it was like a half a yard or something. But anyway, based on her instructions and the layout and the cutting of it, I would not have had enough. So I went into my stash and I got this stuff, and it had all these different colors in it, so I used them. And I think, let's see here, that's the purple one, because it was, 2 of them were supposed to be blue and then 2 were a purple. Well, I used a purple. It would have been another blue, but I kind of got tired of having 4 different kinds of blue in my quilt, so I just went with this purple. And I had this in my stash already. This won't turn out exactly like hers because, of course, I've done it differently. And then this I did also differently. So I just changed up a few things is what I did. And then this here, it looks like the same, but actually it's 2 different kinds of red. This is sort of a lighter color, and this is more of a dark. I don't know if you can see that well enough on there. But I wanted to show you how we had to cut the things out before we put it together. This is what we couldn't show, but now it's completed. Everybody gets to see it. I mean, it's up on her Facebook. And so this is 2 different grays with the strips. And on this part right here, when I did this, and I did an example of showing you the invisible thread, or I mean the thread that disappears when you get it wet, that's where I used this at. I put it on here to begin with, and then I re-sewed it because that'll disappear. And like I said, it was a dark gray and a lighter gray. So now when I get it put together, I will show a little bit. I'm not going to show how I'm going to piece it together, but I'm going to show you a little bit of it, because I think I found it really interesting the way that we put this together. So as I go along and put it together, I'm going to show you, because this is like a, I guess you could say, it's not that it's a new idea, it's just different, and I have never seen it. As many years as I've quilted and sewn, I've never seen something put together quite like this was put together. And boy, when it goes together, it is beautiful. It becomes 4 sections, and then you put it together to be the one. So like I said, when I get ready to put these pieces down here together, which is the first part, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Here's the kind of thing I was talking to you about. See the shape of this? How it hangs off the edge? That's what we're doing. We're sewing that on all 4 of these. And this is, if you remember, this is the piece that I mentioned earlier that I put that water-soluble thread on. That's what I'm calling it. It's It's called Lose It or something. I don't know what it's called. But anyway, I put it at 1/8 of an inch because even if I didn't get it on there correctly, I would know that once I got it wet, it's going to disappear. So I don't have to worry about it. And that's why I used it. So this is perfect whenever you have to do something like trim it, or in this case we had to put these red strips that's right here. We had to put these on this gray fabric. And I already tested that on a YouTube, so I know that that works and it will disappear. And we're putting this in the middle of this fabric. So I'm going to do all 4 of them like this. And I'll show you what they look like when I iron them. They are finished. And each one of them got a different color down here. And it looks like they have their own little flange going on here. So that looks pretty good. And they've each got a mount sticking off the side because we're actually going to attach these and then they're going to get cut off at an angle. For example, whenever we attach whatever, we're going to put our ruler up here and we're going to go this way when we take it off. So that's totally different. So now I'm going to do it with the strips, and then when I get them done, I'll show them to you. Okay, here's these 2 strips as promised. And now the next one's going to be really hard to show you, but I will try. They are really long. They're the longest ones on there. Here are the long strips. So I'm going to set them aside now. So these little squares, I'm going to get a little closer here. So this was one kind of little square made, and then this was another, and they ended up being little houses. So I've put all them together in rows. So everything right now with this quilt is a row. And now I'm going to put all my rows together. When I'm done putting them together, I will show you how it gets cut on the diagonal. I'm trying to position this to show you how I have to cut it. So I have it laid out here on the table, as smooth as I can, and I have to cut it from this corner here, so I need to stay on this fabric because I don't cut any of this, and I go down to here and I don't cut any of it. So I gotta do it like in sections. Alright, so all of this comes off. Now before I got to this point and I was connecting all this, oh my gosh, I was getting so upset because I felt like the size was wrong. As if I had it too small and it wasn't going to match up. So all of this comes off. And then I got to go down to here. Now this is 1/4 of this project here. Try not to mess it up too much. Oh my gosh, it is a booger duh. Alright, so then I take it along here that I've already got cut, and I'm going to tell you, my directions weren't quite right. Now I don't know how, and see here it shows I'm too short for fabric right here because I've got a spot. So now I will have to go and add a piece of fabric here because it should have been enough. I've already had to change this strip because somehow I didn't get the correct directions. I'm trying to piece it based on what she sent me, and it is, I mean, the last video that she had, and it's not even the right kind of pieces going together. So hold on while I fix that corner. Now you can see I've added fabric down here in this spot that was empty, same color as that fabric. And now I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. And get it laid out straight, I'm going to cut it off. There we go. And now I have to do all the other sides. Oops, I didn't get this right here. And all the other pieces, but I don't have them pieced together. I was doing one section just so I could see it turn out. now I have to go to all of these pieces. I did it on this one already, so let me flip it over here. I went ahead and I added it down here at the bottom. It's right here. This is the piece. This is all going to need it. Alrighty. So first I go from this rectangle, and I'm calling that a rectangle, but that shape. Right on there. And going up here. Connecting all these together. So let's see, go to the corner here. And just like that. I'm turning my corner a little bit more, just in case. Better be safe than sorry on that. Hopefully when I put all these sections together, because this is one section, you can imagine that being one section, so it's twice that size there. So let me get the other three done, and I will put them together, and then I'll show you what it looks like. I'll have my granddaughter hold it up because it's going to be too big for my design wall. As you can see, I put it together wrong, but I fixed it. Alright, so I finally finished it, so I wanted you all to see it. My granddaughter's holding it up for me.
Hey.
So the thing that I've added are the trees in the corner. I appliqued them on right there. Otherwise, if you notice, they are a dark gray with the purple houses on the right and the left, and then the lighter gray with the houses that are blue on the top and the bottom. And then you can see that I changed this fabric out. I didn't care for what they had me using, so I did this instead. And it's part of the fabric that I used here. So of course, you know, when I eventually get this quilted, because that's going to be on my list of to do, this is what's called a UFO. I've got the top done, but I do not have it sandwiched or quilted. And I put 4 of those trees, just in case you didn't see it. This one's bent a little bit here. Let me pull it out a little bit. Hold on one second. Over there in that corner right there. Alright, I just wanted you guys to see this when I was done with it. This is the What's in the Box Mystery Quilt for 2019 by the Gourmet Quilter. Thank you everybody for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.